And good afternoon. A Navy vet forgotten after Harvey thought things were looking up when a contractor volunteered to fix his house.
But now that contractor is accused of not paying his workers, and the vet's house sits unrepaired nearly a year and a half after the flood. Jason Miles is live from Southeast Houston with the story you'll see only on KHOU 11 News. Jason?
Hey there, guys. I first came to this house last summer, several months after Harvey hit, and not a lot has changed since then. But fortunately, now it appears finally this vet may have gotten some help. Nearly 17 months after Harvey dumped record rain on Navy vet Pat Brady's Gulf Meadows home,
about 3.5, 4 feet.
A charitable group working through his church is finally helping him.
And I know they had some plumbers out and electricians.
I first met Brady last summer as we profiled folks forgotten after Harvey. A contractor who initially offered his services for free proved to be another hurdle.
The way that one of the employees talked about it, was they were surprised that he was volunteering to do this for free because he had so many jobs that he owed people on, so many jobs he hadn't finished.
This week, 35-year-old contractor Benjamin Wood was charged with passing a bad check. And I've learned he's either been charged or is under investigation for similar crimes in both Harris and Montgomery counties.
I hope he's prosecuted, you know.
Subcontractor Eduardo Perez claims Wood passed a series of bad checks to him. He filed a report with Montgomery County just this week.
And for us, you know, it's a hard pill to swallow because, you know, we have a responsibility to our guys. And we have bills to pay too.
Unscrupulous contractors flooded the market after Harvey. Mr. Brady is grateful he only lost time. Did part of you think he was sincere?
Oh, absolutely.
He's sorry workers may have lost hard-earned money. And Mr. Brady tells me the contractor Wood claimed to be an Army Ranger. He thinks it was because he was trying to build his trust. At last check, Wood was still being held in the Montgomery County Jail. Experts say you should always get references on contractors and check out any ratings if possible. Mia?
All right, always do your research and homework. Thank you so much, Jason.